Hello everyone and welcome for this new casted game. Today we are in the HAG World Battles and this is a very important moment because we are gonna see who from Valdemar or Corvinus will be the second or the third of this event. We had 4 players at the beginning and now there is only 2 left. We had 4 countries: Meomaika, that was the Vietnamese player; Valdemar, that was the Danish player; Corvinus, that was the Hungarian player; and Elyona, that was the French player. Meomaika make it as the first, Elyona the last one, and Corvinus versus Valdemar, who will be the second or the third. That's the BO3 that we're gonna have today. Valdemar, who is playing the Byzantines in the color yellow, and in front of him we have Corvinus, that plays as the Ottomans in the color purple. This is the first game of this BO3. I'm looking forward to see what the players have in their pocket, to see exactly what they're gonna show us today. Ottomans versus Byzantines on Dry Arabia. Let's go. Don't hesitate to go and watch HAG, guys, because we organize very good, very cool stuff on AOE4 in order to have some events, have some fun, have some great games to cast, to see, and to learn from. Okay. So, yeah, Byzantines versus Ottomans. It feels like Byzantines have a good push against the Ottomans at the beginning of the game with some rams that fires the fire, that destroys every buildings. But sometimes you could be very impressed by the production of the Ottomans. The Ottomans can produce a lot of units at the beginning of the game, especially if they have a little bit of military school, but that's not the call here on Corvinus. I talked about it on another game, and it feels like Ottomans are quite liked, actually, right now on the game, even if they were like quite bad previously on this game, but it feels like they are better, and I don't really know why, because they didn't have been buffed. And it's very interesting here from Corvinus because he prefers to go directly on his H2 and then do the military school, and you can do otherwise. You can do at the beginning of the game directly your military school and then do the twin minaret madrasa, for example, and stuff like this. So both are cool, in my opinion. The first one allows you to have more units at the beginning of the game and maybe, for example, push the deers closer to your base, maybe put some idle time on your opponent, annoy him a little bit. And yeah, this is a kind of the stuff you can have. Also, the military school paybacks like faster because it's built, yes, faster in the game, so this is cool. But your age up is a little bit slower if you do the military school at the beginning. So yeah, it feels like it's nice to have the twin minaret madrasa at first if you want to have an improved economy, because it gives you some berry bushes faster and stuff. And also what is very cool is that your villagers that are on the stone, they directly stay on the stone in order to do your second military school. It is not, because if you build it at the beginning of the game, you take your 5 villagers at the beginning, then they come back with the stone, and then you build the military school. And then after, you have to build the second military school, so your villagers have to go back to the stone and etc. So it feels like it's better for idle time to do this way. Like building first the twin minaret madrasa, and then building your military schools. I say twin minaret madrasa, but the other landmark is fine too. So yeah, but I really like the fact of going on the military school at the beginning of the game in order to push the deers, for example. This can help a lot. Well, Corvinus thinks otherwise. Let's go with the barracks here from Valdemar. We have the Grand Winery. We have 1 villager on the stone, and we are going to build a lot of cisterns. This is the way you play Byzantines right now, because before you had to play them differently. You didn't had to play them differently, but we played them differently. We didn't build that much cistern at the beginning of the game, but today they are cheaper overall. at the before they were like 50 stone, 100 stone for the second one, 150 for the third one, etc. Now all the cisterns cost is 120, so you can spam them more and have more bonuses on your villagers. But you are a little bit slow because you have to put some villagers on stone at the beginning of the game. You have to build those cisterns, build those aqueducts. Sorry, this is quite hard to say, especially for a French speaker. And yeah, also you can be attacked on several positions because you are on stone, you are on gold, you are on berries. So 3 points of aggression for your opponent. So this is difficult to defend. But versus the Ottomans, I mean, they cannot really attack you at the beginning of the game. We are gonna see some archers from Corvinus and also some Sipahis. So Sipahis plus archers, why not? I'm really wondering why in that order. Like, why do you put archers here and Sipahis here? I mean, why you don't produce Sipahis on military school and produce some archery range? I'll explain why. Because with the Ottomans, you kind of miss some food sometimes because you cannot really go out on the map. So if you do the reverse and you do some Sipahis here and do some archers there, then you will have units that will cost less food and more wood, and the wood is easier to defend. But this is only my opinion about this, and maybe I'm wrong about this, but yeah. And moreover, he has the twin minaret madrasa, so it's kind of okay to do some Sipahis. And also what I want to say about this is that it means that you will produce more Sipahis than you will have some archers. And I'd rather have the other way, but I'm not sure if this is the good call. Because you can produce faster, of course, here, because it costs you some resources. Here it's slower because it doesn't cost you resources. So yeah, you will have more Sipahis than archers if you do this way, and if you do the other way, building some archery ranges and building the Sipahi in the military school, you will have more archers. And it feels like you need more archers in general, because the archers can counter pretty much everything at the beginning of the game except the light cavalry, of course. Well, the cavalry in general. But maybe I'm wrong. Because the Sipahi are very good units. They are very, very strong. This is a unit that can kill a lot of units. We chose the longbows here from Valdemar, so we are trying to play a little bit defensive. We're gonna wait a little. Why am I saying defensive? Because the longbows, as you can see, are slow. This is 1.12. Ooh, be careful about this fight. Okay, the spearmen are protecting here, and the push is very great from Corvinus. We have some imams here healing the units. Okay, the scout is not dead, but nearly close to death. Here we have some more longbows, and the longbows cannot take any units down. This is insane. Like, the healing of the imams is quite good. Be careful to do not go that far. Yeah. So why am I saying defensive with the longbows? Because it has low movement speed compared to the javelin throwers that are faster. The javelin throwers moves at 1.25 and the longbows moves at 1.12. So if you go out on the map with the longbows, the problem that you will have is that they can be catched by other units, that you are the enemy units. So that's why I'm saying defensive. On the other hand, the longbow have more range and a little bit more damage than normal archers. So this is quite good to have. And also on the late game, this is a better choice as mercenaries, because you can also have Landskenet and also Straitsea. And this is very, very good units. Whereas with the javelin throwers, you have like camels and grenadiers. And this is less effective in my opinion. So, yeah. We're gonna try and snipe the imams, but there is a lot of units as Ottomans. As you can see here, the Ottomans can produce a lot of units. I mentioned it before, and you can be surprised about this. The Byzantines cannot outproduce the Ottomans. The Ottomans produce more, and I was surprised about this at the beginning. They are quite good at producing units at the beginning of the game, the Ottomans, but they are not used this way for a long time. They were not used this way for a long time. And so, yeah, it's kind of surprising. As you can see here, 3,500 of army value compared to 2,400. This is quite insane. So here Valdemar is trying to have a little defense, having some berry bushes that are boosted thanks to the cistern. The cisterns here, yeah, boost also the deer carcass. Be careful with this raid. The Sipahis are very nice here, doing some idle time, but losing a Sipahi. So this is a very great defense here from Valdemar. He didn't lose any villagers. He lost a little bit of idle time, of course, but he managed to kill a Sipahi. So this is fine. Corvinus knows exactly where to attack now, but this is kind of difficult to attack this place, because if he goes in and he... the reinforcements are quite difficult to come here because of the travel time, and Valdemar can block him and maybe kill all his units. Very great play from Valdemar, taking the horsemen in order to take all the reinforcements here, killing some archers. Very well played. I have to say, this is the best stuff you can do against an opponent that is attacking you, taking some mobile units and taking down the reinforcement. And then this army is isolated, and then you can take the fight versus this army, because any units that is produced in the base of your opponent cannot join the fight. And here Corvinus goes in, and as I said before, any army can join here. Valdemar can just run with this and try to take this fight. Be careful with those villagers. Yeah, they will be dead. They will be dead, but we can kill all the army of our opponent if we take a good fight. We have to snipe the imams thanks to the longbows. We are gonna do so. Yeah, very well played. We are gonna do the ranged armor with the Mahter. Very well played also. This will help us getting a good fight. The spearmen here are in the shield wall. We have to kill the imam right away. This is too strong. We lost 4 villagers, but we managed to take down all the army of Corvinus. That's what I was talking about, exactly. I talked about it and it happened exactly how I said it. This is insane. I'm quite happy of this. As you can see. Yeah, very great call from the horsemen here. Taking down all the reinforcements and, yeah, isolate the enemy that is forced to go in and then die. He took 4 villagers, and to be honest, this is okay for Valdemar, because he killed every single unit of his opponent that was attacking him. So as you can see, the destroyed value is very in favor of Valdemar thanks to this fight. Now Valdemar can go with the age up because he took a very great fight. Another cistern here, and maybe we can join it with an aqueduct. How do you pronounce it? Like aqueducts. This is quite hard. Sorry guys, sometimes I like our vocabulary. I like also some pronunciation, because I'm a French content creator. Don't hesitate to come and see us on Twitch, by the way. Even if I'm casting in French or speaking in French, don't hesitate to ask questions. I will be glad to share with you different stuff about AOE4. I love this game. This is insane. I love it. This is very cool game. A second town center from Corvinus, and I'm really surprised about this because his opponent is going on the H3. This will be very difficult to defend because veteran units versus feudal units will be kind of difficult to deal with. And the H3 will be very far from Corvinus because we have the second TC that costs like 750 resources. So it feels like Valdemar is in a great place right now. It feels weird when you lose a fight to do a second TC. Like you lose a fight, you have to produce army in order to counter your opponent that is coming into your base. Or maybe H3 if you see that he's aging up. But doing a second TC is quite... I feel like it's strange to do that. How do you feel about this? I don't know. Okay, we have a big army here from Valdemar, respecting his opponent and going back to his base before having his technologies, and now he will have it. The veteran. Be careful about these Sipahis. They can kill a lot of villagers. This is a great call from Corvinus here. Yeah. We kill some villagers. Okay. This is fine, in my opinion. Especially because Valdemar is doing the same here. Killing some villagers too. Oh, this one lives. If you manage to take these downs, this will be complicated. Akritoy defense. Very well played from Valdemar. He will kill those Sipahis. I mean, the villagers are quite good at defending against these Sipahis. Thanks to the Akritoy, we kill some villagers here. And Valdemar is H3. I mean, he's taking all the relics and stuff. He's also with the veteran of on his units. And now Corvinus is going on the H3 too. Valdemar will manage to destroy this, I think. Longbows taking down the archers and also the horsemen going in. Yeah, you can destroy the town center, I think. And if the town center goes down, this means like 750 resources for nothing. Corvinus tries to defend, but this is even worse. You lose all your army and you will lose your town center. Yeah. Horsemen in Spearmen is not a good idea, of course. Valdemar didn't sow that. Great defense from Corvinus, I have to say. I thought the fight was horrible. Yeah, it was horrible, to be honest. Yeah, he will lose this town center anyway. I thought he would be able to defend this, but no. Yeah. What do you do as Corvinus right now? I think the game is over. I think he cannot do anything because now Valdemar can just destroy the military schools. And this will be the end of the Ottomans. He will directly go under the TC, and this is difficult because of this. This allows you to have more damage with the units that are garrisoned into your town centers and outposts. But Valdemar seems to have so much army that Corvinus cannot do anything about this. And also there was no food left for Corvinus. So first game for Valdemar, guys. 1-0. Very great game. Very great game. Guys, if you liked it, don't hesitate to like and subscribe. And for those that are on YouTube, don't hesitate to watch also the other games of this event. And the next one that we will have Corvinus versus Valdemar will be very soon. It will be tomorrow. Don't hesitate to go and watch HAG. And for those who are on Twitch, we're gonna see the next game right now.